Hi. Let's take a moment to go through the various reports that are available on your Evensky & Katz Foldis Financial Client Portal and what information you can find in each report. There are three main types of reports available: performance reports, holdings reports, and transaction reports. By default, you will see information for your overall investment portfolio, but you can change this by using the Find Data For pull-down menu to select an account that you would like to view. Once you've found an account that you would want to view, click on it and click the blue Change button to change the account you are viewing. Note that for any report, you can export the data to Excel by clicking Export Data at the top right of the report. So first, let's go through performance reports. The first of these is the Account Performance Report. This report shows the performance of the account over 3 time periods. The first is since inception, over the prior calendar year, and for the year to date. The report also shows the asset class returns for the various asset classes held in your portfolio or account. The graph on the left shows the growth of your account since its inception, indexed to a starting value of $100. The bar graph on the right shows the returns for the time periods we just discussed. Note that if your reporting is net of fees, the report will say net return. If reporting is done gross of fees, you will see gross return here instead. The next performance report is the comparative review, which shows the change in the value of each of your accounts during the current year. You will see the beginning value, the amount of net contributions subtracting any withdrawals, the net investment gain, the amount of interest and dividends received, and the current value. The final performance report is the Summary tab, which displays much of the same information as the comparative review, but in a slightly different format. Here you can see the change in your account or portfolio over various time frames, including data on contributions, withdrawals, dividends and interest, and investment gains. The report also shows the time-weighted return, or TWR, for your portfolio, along with the internal rate of return, or IRR. Time-weighted return is the return of the investment strategy only and doesn't account for the timing of deposits and withdrawals, while the internal rate of return is your actual return over time based on when money was added to or taken out of your accounts. The next group of reports are the holdings reports, and the first of these is the asset allocation report. This report shows the allocation of your account or portfolio between various asset classes. If you're reviewing this report for the total portfolio, you'll also see your target allocation, as well as how far each asset class is from its target. The next report is the holdings report, which lists the individual securities you own in your account or portfolio and their current value and weight in the portfolio. If you are viewing this account report for your total portfolio, you'll also see a column detailing which account the security is held in. If the security is held in multiple accounts, there will be a line item for each account, which is why you might see the same holding more than once. You can also click on the symbols for specific investments in the left-hand column to open the Google Finance page for that holding, although note that some investments may not have information available through Google Finance. The final holdings report that we want to look at today is the Unrealized Gain-Loss report, which shows the gain-loss information for your current holdings in your taxable accounts. Each purchase will be shown, along with relevant information such as the amount of short or long-term loss. Please note that your custodian, such as Schwab, Fidelity, or TD Ameritrade, is the ultimate record keeper of gain-loss information and provider of tax reporting for your accounts, and that the information on our site is provided for information purposes only. Now on to transaction reports, the first of which is capital flows. The graph at the top of this report shows the value of your account or portfolio over time relative to the net amount invested. You can roll your mouse over the report to get these numbers as of a specific date. Below this is a summary detailing the beginning value, contributions and withdrawals, and ending value of your accounts for each year that they have been open. At the bottom of this report is a listing of the contribution and withdrawal transactions that are included. Note that if you are viewing this report for your total portfolio, you will not see money moving between your accounts, only contributions and withdrawals from the total portfolio. The next report shows realized gains and losses for the current year, along with other relevant information. Unfortunately, our test data doesn't have gains or losses yet this year, so I can't show it to you. As with the unrealized gain losses report, which is very similar to this one, note that your current account custodian will provide you with tax reporting information, and that the information on our site is for information purposes only. The final transaction report is no surprise, the transaction report, which lists the individual transactions in your account or portfolio. When you view for your portfolio, you will see the column listing the account where it occurred, the type of activity, and the description of the security. You can also click on these security symbols to get more information. You'll also see the quantity and amount of the transaction as well. If you're trying to find specific transactions that happened a while ago, you can use the Go to Page selection to get to a specific date in the past more quickly. You can also export this data to Excel, which will pull the information into one sheet, which may be easier to use. So now we've reviewed all the various reports available on your Avensky & Katz Foldis Financial Client Portal. Thanks for watching. You can click the links below to access all the videos in our training series, and please contact us if you have any questions.